Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today is episode 4 of your Quebec Nordiques franchise mode. As in the last episode, we got our asses kicked in the regular season. We went through an entire rebuild, and I gotta say I'm very happy with the way that everything kind of went. The way that this draft is going to go, it's going to be a very long, lengthy draft, just to let you guys know. But we got 3 first-round draft picks, which end up being the 3rd overall selection, which is very nice, a 25th overall selection, and the 32nd. We're going to be looking to maybe move up the 3rd to the 1st overall so we can get LaFontaine. If not, we're going to move up one of these picks to the top 10 so we can get another medium elite player. The 2nd round is just a beast because we have a 2nd round pick with the Chicago Blackhawks. Then we also got the Quebec Nordiques, which we got Darcy Mercer right there. So we got some selections that we're going to be going after. We have a very deep draft and stuff like that. And it's going to be a very exciting episode. Now, I'd like to take a look at one fucking thing because this is some back-assward shit. The Ottawa Senators won the Stanley Cup this year. I don't know how they did it, but it was Winnipeg versus Ottawa. They somehow won it. Arvas goes to Seguin and the Hart Memorial. James Norris goes to Victor Hedman. Tether Seguin, Lady Bing once again. It seems like Tether Seguin's so good in every single game he's in. Calder goes to Capo Caco. Colin Smith goes to Braden Holtby. They also got Braden Holtby. Vezina, Andrei Vasilevsky. Lily Samsonov, William M. Jennings. Bill Masterson goes to Samuel Morin. Burroughs gets to Jack Adams, and then Andrei Kopitar gets to Frank J. Selke, and Seguin gets to Ted Lindsay, and we did not take a look at the Maurice Rocket Richard, which I'll do right now for you guys, and he won the Maurice Rocket Richard as well. He was absolutely ripping it up in the regular season this year, and same with Mr. Taylor Hall. But Taylor Seguin, he always seems to do really well, and he's doing good in the Chicago one, as he has 108 points, and I don't see any... This is weird to me. How the fuck did the Ottawa Senators win the Stanley Cup? Like, honestly, their best player was Jean-Gabriel Pageau. We got Connor Brown, Colin White, Chris Tierney, Chris Kreider. I mean, depth-wise, they were very nice. Like, they had a good depth-wise team. But, like, forward-wise, you look at them, and you don't see a playoff team. But Jean-Gabriel Pageau played great. Connor Brown stepped up. Defensively, you had Shattenkirk, Giordano, Shabbat, Schultz, Green. You literally had a bunch of top 4 defensemen, 2 top 2 in Giordano and Shabbat. Then you had a starting goaltender. And legit, everything translated towards a powerhouse of a team in Ottawa, and they won the cup. So, are they going to be good in the future? Fuck no, man. They are going to be shit in the future with how many trades they've done and how many players they have right now. Man, I mean, good for the future, though. They still got a half-decent team, but... Let's not stop detouring this. Let's get right into the draft. This is going to be a very big draft. So Chicago and New Jersey don't want to give up their picks, and the Nashville Predators do. So we're going to go after their 7th round overall selection because that can give us a pretty good area of a pick right now. Because what are we thinking of doing? The 7th overall selection gives us Quinton Byfield, Anton Lindell, and Cole Perfetta. So I think we're going to pick a centerman here, either between Lindell, Perfetta, or Byfield. I think Lindell kind of gets pushed up because we already have like a 2-way player. So I think Lindell we can push over. So we're probably not going to pass Vasilev Panaruva then. We're probably going to need to go after Berkowitz, Lafontaine, or Andrei Univalov, which is like a Zdeno Chara. He's NHL ready. And I feel like that could be a very big defenseman to go alongside of our top guy in Ryan McDonagh. So Andrei Univalov will be a big guy that we're going to go after. So we're going to trade for the Nashville Predators pick since we have so many fucking picks that we have right now. They would like a player from our team, which I don't think I would mind getting rid of somebody. They want either Kasperi Kapanen or Denis Gurianov or one of these guys. I mean, everyone's a free agent, though. That's the problem. Nikushkin, I want to keep everyone that's young and dumb down here. So we're just going to give him some picks. We'll give him the 32nd. We will also give him the Detroit Red Wings and the 3rd round selection of that. We will also get back and return next year's picks of a 4th and a 5th. So a 1st, a 2nd, and a 3rd for their 1st. Will that go through? No, it does not. We're going to have to trade them a little bit more value, which I'm fine with. We give them a next year's 2nd overall selection of the Edmonton Oilers draft pick there. Will that go through? Yes, it does. We move up in the draft. We pick we're now picking 7th overall, as well as the 1st overall, or 3rd overall selection. We could even move up to the 10th and get another good player, which wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, it wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Because what's up at 10th? You got Johansson, you got Antonio Stranges. I feel like just go with what we have right now. I feel like if we keep going any deeper, I mean, I think just the best thing to do is to stop trading. So, LaForraine and Berkowitz, they get picked up, so we knew that was going to happen. Those two big players got picked up. We will be picking Andrei Univalov, even though he might not produce as well as some other players. He might not be the most productive guy in the world, but we're getting him for one reason why, and that's he's a Russian, and also he can throw the body around. I mean, look at that physical category already as it is. He already has an 85 body checking, right? And he already has some good defensive stats. So that's going to be a good defenseman for the future for your Quebec Nordiques. Otherwise, Punararov, I'm glad we did not pick him up. He's a high top 6. I kind of guessed that. Raymond goes 5th to Carolina, and then Holtz going to Minnesota. So that leaves us with Quinton Byfield and Cole Perfetta, which is a very tough decision what we do here. Do we go with the very young Cole Perfetta, who did very well, 66 points in 66 games, 23 points on the power play, looking very nice. Left hand, it would be a perfect playmaker to throw up on that first line. Or you go with a big guy named Quinton Byfield, who did pretty well as well and can pass the puck pretty well, right? I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's very tough because you got two even players. Cole Perfetta, who played for Saginaw, a point per game, or you got Quinton Byfield, 6'5" beast. Oh man, this is gonna be a tough fucking decision. We need to call a timeout here. So what do we guess for size and Visionovsky? Because that's another guy that we gotta take into consideration. Because Visionovsky, is he a big guy? He's 5'10", 181 pounds, and he's not that physical. He's more of an offensive guy. So you add like Taylor Hall, Visionovsky, but the problem is Visionovsky going to pass the puck, or is he going to be a goal scorer for the team? Last year he had 9 goals, 6 assists, 15 points. So you go for the guaranteed playmaker and Cole Perfetta. You pick up a power forward later on in the round, and you just go with that. Or you maybe trade another guy in, you maybe get lucky and you pick Cole Perfetta, but that's very unlikely right now. Otherwise, if we keep our pick, which we had the 25th, we can get maybe somebody a bit bigger, or later on in the draft, or later on in the year. So I feel like Cole Perfetta is a safe guy to go with because we know that he's going to be a guaranteed playmaker and he's going to be a good player for the team. So Cole Perfetta, you're coming to the Quebec Nordiques, the 2 first big draft picks, Cole Perfetta and Andrei Univalov. Next up, we got, so let's take a look at everyone else's draft picks right now. So Byfield, he just went a pick after. I don't think we're missing too much. I mean, they're identical players, honestly. Just physicality-wise, Byfield has an advantage on. I think Perfetta, they're probably identical players. Really, they are. I mean, Byfield has that slight advantage right now, but I mean, in the future, we'll have to see who really takes that jump up. The Detroit Red Wings getting lucky with a good pick there with Tim Stetzel. Very nice pick. Carlson, medium elite. That was another player that was highly touted. Jamie Drysdale. He got picked on later on. Let's pick our next guy. I think we're going to go with the medium elite guess and Yuri Petrov, just so we can get some more potential to the team. And then if we need to make some trades, we can make some trades later on. Top 6, I'm not going to complain about that. That's a pretty good pick. Definitely not going to complain about that pick. So Chai Hart went there. And then the rest of the picks here for the first round, you got O'Rourke, Gregg, Schneider, McLennan, Lewis. Everyone was practically the same. Hendricks, Lapierre got picked. That's kind of sucks. I was going to go after him. Quebec Nordique native. I think we're going to go after Dawson Mercer. And then Nybuck probably. Or Newell. But Dawson Mercer is a guy that we're going to go after. Oh, he's top 9. Fuck. Anyways, that's not a bad pick. That's not the worst. And then we got Zion Nybuck, 6'9". Noel Gunler is a little bit bigger. I feel like he'll definitely be a nice pickup for the team. I think we're going to go with Noel Gunler as well for your Quebec Nordiques. Man, we're already having a pretty solid draft already. We're getting some really solid draft picks. I'm really happy with the way that this draft is going. I don't think any of these guys are going to be huge players. Wong, definitely not going to be what... Jan Mizek, I know he's a top 6 for sure. So we're going to pick Jan Mizek. I know he's a top 6 for sure. Yep. sniper as well. So we're gaining up a lot of snipers right now. So we're going to have to go after something else here with the next couple picks and defensemen and stuff like that. So that's what we're going to be targeting next is a couple D-men for the team. So Victor Zykov. Is there anybody that's actually exact level Voinal, but we can wait for that pick. So what do we got here? So we got Zykov, but we can wait for him. Gunnarsson, Johnny Gunnarsson, 6'5", 204 pounds, top 6 guy. This is where the round might detail, and if we're going to be getting a lot of bad picks, what we will do is trade most of the picks for next year's picks. Elliot Imark, I will pick a medium top 9 guy. If we get a medium top 9 guy, I will definitely choose that guy for sure. For sure, we'll get a guaranteed good pick for the team. Who else should we go after? I think we were going to go after Zykov, but I said we will wait on him because we don't know actually how well he'll be. Low top 9. We're getting near there, so we're going to go with Jacob Voinov. Oh, there's a guy named Goalie. Voinov, how well did you turn out to be, buddy boy? Low top 9. Yeah, he's not going to develop to be anything, but that gives us some trade value. It definitely gives us some trade value for the future of the team. So I'm definitely not going to be complaining about that. Senselov Tulopov, if he's a medium top 9, that would be nice. He's not, though. So if we get it 3 in a row bad picks, then we're going to start trading away some of our draft picks for the later on seasons and stuff like that. So that's the plan there. We will be picking a goaltender for sure in this draft. Walter Ryder, medium backup. So yeah, we're starting to get into some shitty picks. But we're in the 5th round right now. So I mean, we're just building off of fucking. We're not going to be able to get very much if we do trade away somebody. That's going to be my plain honest opinion. We're not going to get anybody. There we go. Low top 4. That's low top 4. That's not bad, Lamont. So we are getting some lucky picks. We just gotta find that gem. Doug Spooner. We'll pick another goalie up just in case because we need to get a good goalie in this draft. I don't think we're going to be able to get that though because our scouts are not the best. We're going to hire a bunch of new scouts so we can actually have a good draft next year as well. We will pick Bubalayev. We're going to get our 3rd goaltender. All of them are shit. And then we're going to actually pick Zykov and bring him into the team. Bring him into the team, you know, boys. Victor Zykov. Hopefully he's a lucky guy for us. No, he's not. 7th D-man. Awesome. That's just terrific. We're in the 7th round now, so we're just going to pick the rest of the guys that we need and just end it from there. So we're going to pick some of the guys that actually have some exact fucking overalls. Oh, that's it. That is it. We don't have any more picks. That is it for the draft. We had a plethora of good picks. Univella, Perfetti, Petrov, Mercer, Gunler, Myzik. You had Gunnarsson. Imark was pretty good. I think that was really it for good picks after that. I mean, we definitely loaded up on 2 big medium elites. So now we have 3, and all of them are practically almost NHL ready if you really think about it. Like, you're looking at Perfetta, Vishanovsky, and we picked up Perfetta for a reason because he might be small, but we could pick up bigger guys anyways, right? That's something we don't need to worry about right now. But Perfetta, he's going to be like 2 years away. But you have Vishanovsky, who's going to be ready for this year's NHL. And then you also have Andrei Univalov, who we're going to keep down in the minors this year, but we'll sign him next year. So let's take a look at your Quebec Nordiques this year. Let's see what we're going to be doing, dealing with this year's team. So we got Taylor Hall, Adam Enrique, Dennis Gurionov, and Kasperi Kapanen. That's our top 6 right now. That's the way that's probably going to be looking this year. Gurionov, I'll sign you for another 2 years. 3.9 is not bad. Lowry, he's our big 3rd-line centerman, and, I mean, you look at him, he's perfect for the team. He fits that 3rd line perfectly for the coach. So 3 years at $2 million, yeah, I will for sure do that. Cases Zekas as well. He's a nice depth piece for the team, and, I mean, if you want to trade him, you could trade him in the future. 1.7 for 2 years, and I mean, that's a cheap deal. I'll take that any day of the week. Chandler Stevenson, we'll just sign him for a year for right now. Valery Nikushkin as well. We're just going to get him to a year, go from there. Larson, Goudreau, a lot of those guys I might just get rid of. Vishanovsky, we'll sign him to a contract. Sundquist, we're going to be using him as well. we're going to have to really kind of configure the lineup because we also have Dylan Dubé there that we might be using this year. We're going to be using a pretty good amount of the young kids this year. We're going to be mostly using them. Wisniewski and Dubé will probably be playing up on the top 6 to get some line time and stuff like that. So I don't think we're going to be signing too many free agents this upcoming free agency. Forrest Becca Carlson, yes, we need to get you to a deal. Lamico Barber will get you to a deal as well. Armia, we're just going to get rid of you. You don't even want to sign with the team. So Cole Perfetta, we're going to leave unsigned right now. Meskanainen, we'll sign you to a deal. You never know if you can like madly jump up. I'm liking the prospects that we have. We're on a really good starting with the prospects. Better than what Chicago has right now. We've been playing there for a bit. So Adam Larson, Travis Sanheim, and Jake McCabe. I feel like that's going to be a solid defense core for a bit. So Adam Larson, he'll be the first guy that we're actually going to hand a no movement clause to. So Travis Sanheim, we could sign you with no worries. So 3 years at 4.50 we're going to go with 4.50. Goaltending wise, we're just going to sign UC Saros back to another deal for a year. And then we're going to also sign a backup goaltender for the team. We need to get a good goaltender draft wise. That's something that we're going to have to put a lot of time into, is to find that future goaltender for the team. Jake McCabe, we're just going to sign for another year, 2.6. Biega, Semic, none of these guys. Univalov, we're just going to leave. We definitely do need to start drafting more defensively, as we only have Lasse Thompsons and Univalov, so that's definitely going to a project that we're going to be focusing on next year's draft, is getting some good prospects for this coming year. So that's something that we're going to be having to focus on. Sorry guys for hitting the mic there. I just absolutely fucking nailed her trying to pop up this wheel decide thing, and it's taking forever because my Elgato slows my computer right down. So that's the only guy that we have to actually hand anything to, because right now the only guy that we have is Ryan McDonagh with any no trade clause and no movement clause. So let's get this fucking done and dealt with. And so the Adam Larson's contract is going to be no trade, no movement clause for the first 2 years. And then it's going to be a no trade clause for the last year of Adam Larson's contract. And I will do that because he's a solid defenseman. He's going to be a solid top 4 defenseman for the team, and somebody that we could build upon of. So let's sim a day, get another day done, get everyone on the team and stuff like that. So Lowry, I'm going to reject this deal because of where we were in the standings. Same with Jake McCabe. Nikushkin resigns. Guryanov signs. And Larson does not resign. So a lot of the guys did not resign with the team. So we had a couple of the vetties that did not want to sign with the team because we're not a playoff team. So that's understandable. Fully understandable for you guys to reject that for sure. So we'll go up a little bit. We'll just do 2 years for Adam Lowry. See if that works. If it doesn't, we're just going to have to cut our losses with him. Adam Larson as well, we're going to have to give him a bit more money. We'll go 2 years this time at 4.650 because that's the maximum that we can go. Jake McCabe, we will go 1 year at 2.7 million for Jake McCabe. And that should be it. That should be all good to go. And then we'll sign these guys. And then if we do not get them, we'll just have to, So Adam Lowry does not want to sign. Jake McCabe and Adam Larson all do not want to sign with the team, so we're going to be losing those guys for free agency, which is okay. It is what it is. You're going to lose some players when we're rebuilding like this. So before we jump into free agency and get that all done and dealt with, we need to reassign scouts and stuff like that. So what I'll do is I'm going to just go through and fire and hire a bunch of scouts for the team, make our scouting staff as best as I can. So I will be right back once I am done hiring like 15 million scouts to the team to make our scouting staff a bit better. So I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, I'm back, guys. It didn't take that long. I practically had to re-sign almost every scout that we got rid of. So that kind of sucks. Coaching staff-wise, I don't think we have to worry about any couches. Fanuff is still going to be our coach this year. So that's the way that things are going to be. So let's take a look at the free agency list, see what there is, and stuff like that, see what we can do. So you got Sam Reinhart, but you really don't got very many guys that really you're looking at to sign to the team. But we are going to come back to that. Right now, we are going to be looking at what we have as a team and what we're going to be needing for this upcoming season. So, forward-wise, we got Taylor Hall, Hanneman, Reed, Kasperi, Kapanen. Okay, so Dennis Gurianov needs some fucking guys. You're looking at maybe Valeri Nichushkin or Vitaly Vizhanovsky. I'd rather not have Vizhanovsky playing center right off the get-go. I'd rather have him play wing. So we could do Vizhanovsky, pick up a centerman, maybe even Dylan Dubé. But I'd rather not have all our prospects. So a nice veteran second-line centerman wouldn't be a bad idea. Then Zizekas, you got Goldube, you got Vizhanovsky, you got Dubé. You got all these depth guys for the team. So you really don't need to worry about your bottom-tier depth. Defensively, you only have 3 defensemen in McDonagh, Sanheim, and Hayden Fleury. So you only have 3 defensemen that you're relying on. So we need 3 other defensemen to fill up the court and in depth. Goaltending-wise, we only have UC Saros, and that is it. So that's something that we need to build upon as well. So let's see if there's any prospects as well while we're doing some free agency talks here. See if we can get any nice... Oh, Duclair, but we really don't need another fucking sniper, man. We got so many fucking goal scorers, and Nichushkin, and just so many other fuckers. I mean, we got so many, it's ridiculous. Nick Patan, I always loved Nick Patan. He was always pretty good, but he's an RFA, so that means we're going to have to give him some shit. So, defensively, you got Brodin and McCabe, but that's really nothing. So let's take a look at forwards, and let's see what we can pick up for a depth centerman is what we're going to be needing first. Is somebody that could come onto the team, just maybe play like 1 or 2 years, and come and play on the team. I mean, Eric Call is not bad, but that's 5 years, and that's a contract I really don't want to sign right now as a team. We need a playmaker is the big thing that I want is a playmaker. There we go. Derek Ryan, he's a veteran guy. You can sign him for 2 years. I mean, I wouldn't mind that. Signing him for 2.5 for 2 years to play on the second line. He gets a good chance. He's not the best player in the world, but he's going to be a player that can definitely play some big-time hockey for the team. Defensively, we could go back. I want young guys to join the team, and guys that are not going to sign for too ridiculously long, so we could trade them anyways. So, like somebody like Nicholas Hjalmarsson. So, but we got to see what they would like for a contract, because if a Hjalmarsson wants a no movement clause and not a no trade clause or anything like that, then might as well not go after that guy, right? Might as well go after somebody else. And he does not want a no trade clause or anything like that, so we can easily sign Nicholas Hjalmarsson for a year. He fits the defensive pairing 3, so he probably fits the second pairing pretty good, and we'll just get him for a year. For 2 years, 5.2 for 2 years. You could trade him at trade deadline, do whatever you want with him. Jonas Brodin, I mean, that's a very young defenseman, and we need some young defensemen. And I wouldn't mind picking him up. He could play alongside of, what do we got right now? Hayden Fleury would probably be playing top 6. So you could sign Jonas Brodin for an actual defenseman that could play on the team for a couple years. And he's young, 26 years old. That's a perfect guy for us to sign. And the type of contract he wants is a... Please be no... full-blown no movement clause. So we're just going to go 3 years for Jonas Brodin because it might not be a guarantee that we keep him. Goaltending-wise, fuck. That's a lot of goaltenders. But there's no really... I don't want to sign... fucking... yeah, boys. We're getting... Yeah. We're giving this guy a fucking contract. That is a guarantee right now, boys. We're giving this kid a contract. This year's 3rd. We're going to go up as much as we can. I will give him $8.250 million just to get this kid on the team. Because if he can develop, fuck, man, that's a steal. That's a fucking steal if we could get that kid on the team and he could develop into something nicely, right? I mean, that's terrific that you're looking at right now. So we're going to see a bunch of fucking scouts signing, of course. But if we could get Igor and he could develop half decently fast enough, I mean, you're looking at a goaltender that could for sure be your starting goaltender here in the next 2 years. Fuck. Because I know he's 24, but you have 2 years of developmental time. You know you're going to give him max time as a backup goaltender and a starting goaltender because we only got UC Saros right now, and there's no way that I'm going to rely on that fucking UC Saros kid forever. So hopefully we can get everybody that we gave contracts to sign with the Quebec Nordiques right now, which would be nice to get everybody on the team. So he decided to reject us. Derek Ryan, Brodin has signed with the team. Igor, I've decided to accept, but we'll have to wait. And then Nicholas Hjalmarsson has signed with the Quebec Nordiques as well. So very, very nice. We do need to get Derek Ryan on the team. He didn't sign with anybody else, so we can still go after the guy. So we're going to offer them just 2.75 or 2.4750 million dollars. If all that shit goes to the fan, then we will look at somebody else, maybe like a Philip Deneau or somebody like that. But for right now, I would like Derek Ryan on the team to be my second line centerman right now for the team, and it has been mashed. Fuck. God damn it. That would have been such a good fucking player to have. I don't think I would mind picking up. You know what? I'll do that. I'll trade my 2/3 to get a second in the future. There we go. Derek Ryan is signed with the Quebec Nordiques. Very, very good. We do need. We'll worry about signing a big player to a nice contract to make sure we hit the salary. Actually, we'll do that now, and then we'll take a look at the team once we hit the off season and stuff like that. So I've been worried. I'm worrying about time right now. I don't want to hit past the expected time that we usually hit. So how much money? We got 25 million fucking dollars. God damn, boy. God damn. So we'll do about, yeah, we'll do about $16.3 million. That'll do good enough for us to get ourselves lowered down to the salary cap. I think right now we're all good to go. I think we got enough players because we got enough forwards. We're going to have to sign a shit ton of depth defensemen. Derek Stepan for my 2 seconds. I don't know. I mean, it's not a bad player to pick up, but we're not a playoff team right now. That's my thing. We're not a playoff team. So me picking up Derek Stepan is doing the exact opposite of picking up a player. I mean, we already have like the exact player like him and had him in Reek. So we really don't need Stepan right now for the Quebec Nordiques. Plus, we're rebuilding. Derek Stepan does not fit the criteria for the Edmonton Oilers. He just does not fit any criteria that we need for him to fit the team. So we're just going to skim past him. Okay, so we do need to sign some players here. We do need to sign a little bit of players to the team, as we only have 28. UC Valimaki, but he wants a fucking huge contract. And that means we're going to have to give him picks, and I'm not willing to do that right now. So Simic, we're going to get a bunch of defensemen because we need a shit ton of defensemen here, boys. A shit ton. But the Quebec Nordiques, we're heading into our second year now. It should be a very exciting year to start off in the second year. I'm sorry, guys, I'm running out of time as well, because I would simulate about 15 minutes into the video, or into the season, but we're running out of time here, which kind of sucks, because I usually like to simulate a couple games into the regular season to kind of get the feel of the year, but we had a very long off season. We had to deal with the draft and stuff like that, which was a very lengthy draft. And stuff like that. So, and we did very good. I was very, very happy with the way that we had the draft this year. It was a very, very good draft. It was a very helpful draft for the Quebec Nordiques going into this upcoming season. We should be very set up, I would have to say, this year. Oh, we didn't sign a backup fucking goaltender for UC Saros because we were too focused on Stratskin. Fuck. So we need to go and trade for a backup goaltender now, because there's no way we're not having a backup goaltender for UC Saros this year. McElhenney. Is he a backup goaltender right now? Oh, fuck yeah. We'll pick up McElhenney, boys. I will for sure pick up McElhenney for cheap. I will pick him up for dirt cheap. 4th round pick, and we'll pick up like next year's like a 6th and the 7th for next year. Will that go through? Yes, it does. 6th and the 7th coming back to the Quebec Nordiques. We get Curtis McElhenney. And, buddy, he's not even in your fucking league, buddy. He's not even near your fucking league, man. Like, UC Saros, you're practically the only fucking backup goaltender. You're the only goaltender in this fucking team right now. So you have no reason to be pissed off right now. So we're going to set captains. I think the captain that we're going to go for right now, yeah, Ryan McDonagh fits the criteria. And then Taylor Hall and Adam Enrique, yeah, that fits the criteria for this team, I think. So, roster moves to the Quebec Nordiques. Let's take a look at everything. Let's take a look at how the team improved. So, you got Taylor Hall, Henrique Gurionov is the second line guy now. That's very nice to see. Kasperi Kapanen, third line. Nukushkin up to a third line guy. He's up to an 81 overall. He's just improving even more. And we're looking pretty damn good. I got to say, this year, we're looking very strong. Vishanovsky's a third line guy. Yamamoto, we're going to sign him down. We don't need those two guys. Those guys can go down in the minors. Everybody else can stay down in the minors. We're looking pretty good. Defense-wise, we got McDonagh, Hjalmarsson, Brodin, Sandheim, and Blurry is also ready to go. So Hjalmarsson's looking like he's actually going to be playing on the third line. We'll have to see how that all works out. We also didn't pick up another defenseman, so we're going to... Fuck. Shit, that's my bad, but that's okay. We're rebuilding, right? So it's okay if we miss some stuff. I totally forgot that we need to sign 3 defensemen and not just a couple. So we do need to make the lines. I don't know why they put Dylan Dubé up on the first line and shit. That's fucking weird. But the first line, I guess no lines really fit the fucking criteria here, boys. We're going to take somebody off. I think Cases and Zikas can just be scratched right now because we signed Derek Ryan for a reason, and that was for him to play up on the second line with Vishnowsky and Kasperi Kapanen, and then Nikolai Goldubin, Dubé. Fuck, come on. Just Nikushkin over there, you dumb fuck. Who's a third liner here? Is Goldubin a third liner? No, he's depth. Sudquist, fourth liner. Zizekas, we know he's a third liner. I feel like Zizekas would be better fit than Goldubin there. Because then we have another 2A guy with Dubé and then Nikushkin and then Stevenson, Forsbacher Carlson. Sudquist, we're not looking like a bad team though, boys. I'm actually pretty excited about this year's team. So he gets knocked down. Brodin. I like Brodin. Brodin's very good defensively. Sanheim's fairly good. I don't know. We'll have to see how this year goes because Jalmerson, I feel like McDonagh, Sanheim, Brodin, I feel like we just play a Jalmerson there. We give him some lineup time in some other places. For right now, guys, I'm going to end the episode here, guys. We got through a long episode of the offseason. This is how the team is looking right now. We're looking hella thick. And I'm very excited to start the season off as we're not looking the worst. Like, we could look a lot better, but we're looking pretty good for a rebuilding team this year. And we have a very nice prospect in Vishnowsky. Guriana's developing. We're having a lot of players right now develop for us, and I think we could possibly have a playoff team here in the next, like, 2 to 3 years maximum. We're probably going to have another bad year this year, but I feel after this fucking draft, I feel like we start really trying to push, because you got to remember, we have a 4-year window. We wasted the first year. We have 3 years left of making the playoffs for Taylor Hall before we have to trade him away. But right now, guys, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Adios, amigos.